Hello, Mike House here. Several years ago, I was experiencing some stomach pain. And I've always had some issues, but in this particular instance, it was pretty severe. So I went to see a specialist and I told him everything that I was experiencing, the history of it. And I asked him, could they perform an endoscopy? And the doctor looked at me and said, yes, I can do that for you, but your results are going to be negative. I was like, really? How do you know that? He said, there's nothing wrong with you. You are experiencing stress. Sure enough, he was right. You see, during this particular time, I was highly upset, to say the least, about a job situation. I felt like my compensation was inadequate. And so I presented my case to my employer at the time, and they pretty much told me to go kick rocks. And that led me to start looking outside of the company for another job. But nothing was really happening. It wasn't moving fast enough. And this dominated my thinking day in and day out. And I felt like this was the source of my problem. But in truth, I didn't have any problem or issue at all. It was the mental commentary that I had attached to these scenarios that made me believe that I was missing or that I was lacking something. How often do we do this? How often do we create something that we don't want because our focus is on something that we don't have? You see, the thought could be of gratitude, of thanksgiving, and everything give thanks. I wasn't experiencing financial hardships or burdens by any means. I just felt like that my compensation was lacking. And after gratitude, the thought could be of what can I do now? What can I do now to help the situation? I could take the focus and the attention off of me and I can go help someone else. Or I could improve or enhance my skill sets and make myself better. And finally, I could pray. Prayer is always in order. The hymn says, oh, what peace we often forfeit. Oh, what needless pain we bear, all because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. And so I am learning that our lives are mostly affected by the way that we think things are, not the way they are. You see, whatever the situation or circumstance may be, please don't allow your thinking to be bombarded by negativity, because you could be missing the lesson and ultimately create unnecessary pain. Thanks for joining.